Hey, Vinyl community, it's Jason coming at you from the Jazz Basement with another video, some fresh finds that I've picked up over the past couple of weeks. So let's jump right in. First off is this album from Charles Mingus. Mingus. Is there any artist out there that loves their name more than Charles Mingus? Good question. I have another album from Charles Mingus that's Charles Mingus Presents Charles Mingus. But anyway, back to this one. This is an original stereo press. Picked it up from Slow Low Vinyl Records online. Got a really good price. It's in great shape. Beautiful gatefold. The wax is in excellent condition. Um, Mingus, not my favorite artist. I'll be honest. I spun this one today. It's um, it's sort of like a big band. There's a lot of musicians on this. Like a dozen or so. Mingus himself plays the piano and the bass and does a lot of composing. He's really well known for his bass playing. He's a genius composer. There's no question about it. But in terms of my musical tastes, this isn't a record that I'm necessarily gonna pull out of the stacks and play a lot. But I do feel like I need to give it some more time. It didn't grab me. It felt it sounded distracting. There's just a lot going on. So right out of the gate, I'm glad that I have it. Need to give it more time. Need to give it its due for sure. But pretty pretty psyched. It's in great shape, so can't complain about that. And it's on the beautiful orange and black labels from Impulse. So great pickup. Next one is an upgrade of another recent find. So we talked a little bit about this one in the last video. It's Tina Brooks' True Blue. Peter Nowak, I believe that's how you say your name. If you're watching, thank you. Said, hey, if you don't like that 75th anniversary, check out Music Matters Jazz. I'm familiar with them. They've done a lot of really great work. A lot of their stuff sold out right now. There's only one title left in their 33 RPM collection, and it happens to be this True Blue by Tina Brooks. So he highly recommended it. I had spun the 75th anniversary. Um, the fidelity was fine. It was okay. The record was a little warped. That's just kind of the experience with the 75th anniversary. For 15 bucks, 18 bucks, it's okay. But for something that's really great, like this album, it's worth spending a little bit more. In this case, considerably more. But there are still some available. Would highly recommend it. The only ones that are left are here on the blue vinyl. I'm not a huge colored vinyl person personally. It's fine. I don't seek them out, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at them either. It's a really pretty blue, true blue. So it works. But I love Music Matter stuff. Pick up a lot of their SRX when they drop them. I guess they haven't for over a year. But most of my Hank Mobley stuff is releases, except for Workout and Second Message, are on Music Matter. So if you find them, jump on them. Some of the titles go for big bucks, several $100s, particularly if they're the SRX. But went ahead and upgraded this one. So really happy for that. Last video, I also mentioned I've really been getting into some of the jazz guitar and have been trying to go a little bit deeper and have gotten a lot of really good recommendations from folks that saw that video. Still on the lookout for some additional Jim Hall records, certainly, but was able to pick this Kenny Burrell record up pretty quickly, or within the last week or two. It's A Night at the Village Vanguard, the Kenny Burrell Trio. So, real simple format. Kenny Burrell on the guitar, joined with the bass and drums at the Village Vanguard. So it's a live set, really great. Nothing really stood out to me. It was just really good playing, really enjoyable playing. And I like the trio format. I think it really works well. You can hear the individual instruments, and then you throw that into a live mix, get a sense for you're at this nightclub, you're at the Village Vanguard, late night, having a drink or something like that. Definitely a late night spin, really solid, and great artwork on the cover too. This is excellent all the way around. So if you see this, pick it up. It wasn't terribly expensive. I had never seen it before, but keep it on your radar if you're into jazz guitar. Another jazz guitarist that I love is Grant Green. Well known. I don't think a lot of his Blue Note work got pressed a lot. They go for top dollar. If you have Idle Moments is $1,000 plus record if you can find an original mono of that. But I did find this one on Instagram. Was not familiar with it, but the price was right, and it's Grant Green, Green Blues. Did a bit of research on it. Turns out that this was recorded in 1961, released on a different label that kind of flopped, and then Muse Records reissued it, and that's what this is. This is a 1973 Muse pressing. Was not familiar with Muse. This happens to be a white label promo. Looked like it came from a radio station. Really nice jacket, nice thick cardboard, good photography, and the music's really good too. Again, nothing that's gonna light your world on fire, but just solid playing, top to bottom. So highly recommend this. I think I picked this up for like $20. So if you see it, it's definitely worth it for $20 to pick up. And then the last one, the piece de resistance, is a Miles Davis. I don't think Miles Davis record. I don't think I've highlighted any of those, but here we are working with the Miles Davis Quintet, one of the 4 records that Miles did over 2 sessions to get out of his Prestige contract. In my view, this is the best Miles Davis era, the Quintet, right? Got Miles Davis, trumpet, John Coltrane, saxophone, Red Garland on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, Philly Joe Jones on the sticks. Any of these are great. And it's funny. I've been into jazz for a while, and one of my friends had posted "Relaxin'" on Instagram. I said, "Wow, what album is that?" This is like a year and a half ago, and I hadn't seen it. He's like, "Oh man, this is the Miles Davis Quintet. Like, how have you not heard of this?" So I did some more research. I bought a couple of the OJCs on the cheap to get it in, and it just blew my mind. In terms of my favorite, it depends. Probably cooking. This is right there. Relaxing's good too. Steaming's good. I mean, it just depends on your mood. This particular pressing is a second press. Super clean, as you can see, all the way around. It's got the fireworks, the Prestige fireworks. This is the Bergenfield, New Jersey address, so it's a second press, but super clean, deep groove, RVG, you name it. Really, really happy to have this one in the collection, and I have all of them now. I have at least second presses. Steeman is a first press, I believe, but they're all super clean like this. Definitely worth seeking out. If you can't find it, get the OJCs. Just you got to get this music into your life. It's excellent. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm in the process of working on a Grail acquisition this week. Keep your fingers crossed for me. It'll be worth the wait if it goes through. It just kind of depends on condition and price, but it's definitely a rare record. So stay tuned. Hopefully that'll be in the next video. And until next time, have a good one.